Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 225. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
And this is for the 15th of October, 2023. Woo!
Whoop, whoop.
It's almost Christmas.
Oh, God. It is. There's only
2 more months.
Only 75 days. No, yeah.
How did you figure that out?
Something
Did you work that out? Alexa, how many days till Christmas?
Christmas is in 71 days. On Monday, December 25th, 2023.
She called you a liar there, Jody.
I was doing some quick maths and it didn't really quite
You know what?
go back my
was
face pretty much.
Pretty good maths for me. Because it's 25 days plus another 30 days plus however many we've got left in October.
Mm-hmm.
So,
16. 16 plus.
16.
Anyway, we were doing maths.
We're doing math. So, yeah, 31 plus. That still doesn't work out as 70 days. How did they get
That's
70
not
days
right,
from
is
that?
it? That's not right.
That can't be right. Hold on a minute. It's 25 days. There's 24 days in December you've got to get through.
Yeah.
And 30 days in November. And we're halfway through there. So that's 16 days plus 30 is 46.
Yeah.
Plus 25 will give you 71. Yeah.
Oh, that's right then.
Apologies to everyone.
Yeah. Stupid. Let's just start again. We'll edit that bit out.
That's right. Aye. Right. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone.
Man, Jody Kelly.
Jody, it's 71 days until Christmas.
So it is, Sloan. That's
amazing,
isn't it?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not long, not far.
Not long now, no. Shall we dive straight into the news? There's quite a bit of news.
Oh yeah, let's do it then.
This is a bit of a controversial topic because we're not convinced that we're right, but we're misremembering this, or we are remembering it right, or I don't know. But anyway, Michael Caine retired from acting, and we even talked about it last time. What happened 2 days ago?
Well, this you
remember it being 2 weeks ago.
You've posted this from 2 days ago.
Yeah,
I'm sure this came out about 2 weeks ago.
1 day ago. It says 1 day ago.
Because he was talking about his Jaws movie. Was it Jaws 3 that he was in? Jaws 4, Revenge?
See, there's been a lot of talk about that, but that's been on TikTok that I've seen that interviewing resurfacing, and I actually thought the worst, because when you see someone old and you see a lot of the clips of them on TikTok, you're like, uh-oh. You immediately go to the BBC website and then it says he's retiring. I'm like, oh, thank God for that.
I'm sure 2 weeks ago we either covered this or I read about this, and there was something specific he said. There was something specific that he said. Or am I getting mixed up with Billy Connolly again?
Might have been Billy Connolly.
Surely no.
Well, Billy Connolly also said he's not retiring from stage. He said I'm never going to leave the stage. You'll have to pull me off.
Well, yeah, he said you might see him perform again, but I seriously doubt it. He's
not a well man.
Well, no, he's not.
I mean, people said that about Phil Collins. Phil Collins managed to.
My God. Well, yeah.
I'll just stick with the memory of 1986 at Hampden. Hearing Hampden roar as Genesis entered the stage, and the boos as Princess Anne turned up 3 hours late. Especially that guy. Remember the guy in the David Bowie t-shirt? He was really not happy.
I don't remember. I don't remember that.
So the guy,
13 years old.
I know the guy that was behind us. He was just at the Glass Spider tour, I think, and he was talking about how amazing it was, and he basically talked me into liking David Bowie, because I was like, I'm going to go and listen to David Bowie, because I'd heard bits and pieces of him.
Was that the moment? Was it?
Kind of stuff. But that was the moment I was like, this guy seems to like them. Yeah, that was it. 1986, Hampden. So
I didn't know that.
There you go.
I thought it was because you liked the Bauhaus, and then you kind of went back the way.
Bits of that as well, I think, because that was around about the same time as well. Because Pete Murphy was a huge David Bowie fan, as was the whole all of Bauhaus. But yeah, that was the kind of moment where I was like, this David Bowie might have something.
We've skipped a few steps from Michael Caine.
We
went from Billy Connolly to David Bowie. I'm going back the way right to Billy Connolly.
Yeah.
Not quite to. Then we'll get back to Michael.
Then we'll eventually get to the man himself.
Billy Connolly said that he couldn't remember one of his dog's names, so I'm putting a bet on it that he's not going to be returning to live performance anytime soon.
He couldn't remember one of his dog's names.
Yeah. So
do you know what that problem is?
That's not great, is it?
Do you know what that problem is?
Forgetfulness.
Too many dogs.
Maybe too many dogs. Maybe.
If he has more than a dog, it's too many dogs.
Mm-hmm. I'm one child. I'm one child away from having too many. If I had a fourth child, I wouldn't remember.
Do you go through all the names? Do you go through all the names?
Sometimes called Daniel Jack, who's a cat. So Billy, you're all right. You're good. You're good.
I called Anne-Marie Sam the other day. There, it's the first time
for
I've done
God's
it.
Sake.
I know. Sam, Anne-Marie.
Yeah. Anyway, and then let's go back to Michael Caine.
Michael Caine, the governor.
Yeah, good on him. What age is he?
90. He's 90.
He's 90, dear.
90 years young.
90 years young.
So his star in his last movie, The Great Escape, is Glenda Jackson, who was famously an MP.
Who passed away recently as well.
Not long after completing principal photography on The Great Escaper, in fact.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So this was her last movie, and it seems it's Michael Caine's last movie as well. He's bound out. He's going to go and spend some time with Shakira, and he's out. Lady Shakira Caine is his wife.
Oh, right. I thought you meant the singer.
No, his wife.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Also called Shakira.
Mm-hmm. They were in that film together, weren't they?
No, Shakira.
And she gets kidnapped. Remember that film that Michael Caine was in? She gets kidnapped at the beginning.
No. Is that Judy? Are you? Is that Taken? Are you? Is that the?
No.
That's the movie
I remember
Taken.
She was like swimming about in the nuddy, which I remember very fondly, and then she gets taken by these kidnappers.
I don't remember this at all. Was it the Cassandra Crossing?
No.
That's a
wasn't Zulu either. Wasn't Alfie. One of his other ones that weren't one of those films. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll tell you who's going to be upset about this. Christopher Nolan.
Yes.
He's been in every single Nolan film, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. He was in he was the sort of principal architect guy, professor guy in Inception. He was Alfred.
Yep.
He was the doctor guy in Interstellar.
Evening, James.
Hello, James.
Whatcha? So Chris Nolan will be upset.
Yeah, you'll not be happy.
No.
But he's retired. He's still with us.
One of the greats.
So it's all good. Yeah. And who could forget, of course, he only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Oh, Italian Job, of course.
Exactly. Yeah. With Benny Hill was in that as well.
Mm-hmm.
As a computer.
So he was, yeah. Mm-hmm. IT guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Daredevil.
Oh.
Born Again is apparently being born again.
Oh. What?
So they've fired, I'm not entirely sure why, but they've fired the writers that were involved in it and the showrunners, and they're going to rework it. So apparently the writers were going to take it in one direction, and Kevin Feige said, no, and moved it in the other direction.
Right.
So they're out. So Matt Corman and Chris Hord, they're out. And apparently it's leaning towards a more traditional episodic TV thing, which I think means standalone series rather than tied in.
I don't like things. That.
You don't like it being standalone?
I don't like it you mean individual episodes are contained, each story is contained? There's no... Is that what you mean?
That might actually be it. Yeah, standard 18 episodes of production were halted by still going after. The Vision, the show, who were only ever hired as head writers, not showrunners, had leaned more on the procedural drama of things, becoming more like a superhero Law and Order than a Netflix series known for its significant violence had ever been.
Although I never watched Daredevil, so it doesn't really make any difference to me.
Yeah.
You know.
So they want to move away from the limited series format that defined Disney shows up until this point.
Too much Murdoch, not enough DD.
Yeah.
Aye, as in he's not in the costume enough,
not
James.
Enough.
I take it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, the superhero Law and Order. I mean, was that not kind of what they were trying to aim for with She-Hulk? Is that not the whole shtick of that show?
That was more like Ally McBeal type thing.
Yeah, Law and Order type. Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
you know, kind of
courtroom drama,
fun, more kind of alleged comedy, but without any jokes, which is a bit of a shame.
Harsh.
Thanks.
Anyway, we're still apparently getting the show, but I don't know if Frank Castle's in it or not, or Wilson Fisk, or they're coming back. They were in the original draft of it. Who knows what's happening?
Was it this or Flash you guys were telling me to watch? I was getting mixed up.
So Flash, you've seen Flash the movie though?
Yeah. Aye. But I mean the TV show.
Well, I would recommend Flash the movie. This is Daredevil. I would say go watch Daredevil.
Daredevil's the better one.
It was really good.
Right.
Yeah. Don't want everything else is like it's okay. Luke Cage was fine, but this was really good.
Does Daredevil get the Vincent D'Onofrio in it?
D'Onofrio, yeah.
That's the one with
he plays Wilson Fisk. Yeah.
Right.
But so it's a return to traditional television. There's actually another one in here that I can't get access to, so I don't know the whole piece about it, but it's the end of prestige TV. And basically basically what this article seems to say is television series are getting shorter and that means they require less writers.
Yep.
Which is good for the streamers because they don't have to pay as much. But it should increase the quality of the show because they're only producing 13 episodes instead of 26 episodes.
Yeah.
It should also reduce the amount of filler episodes as well.
Yeah. I think
that's the theory.
I think it's good because there's so much content out there, it's hard to wade through everything. So
yeah.
For me that's good. I mean, I couldn't sit through an 18 episode thing. You know, and all the filler episodes and stuff that's in it.
Yeah.
You know, I want to trim off the fat.
Trim off the fat,
yeah.
It is tricky. I mean, we talked about that when we were doing the Ahsoka watch along. There was, especially from my perspective, I was like, there's a few of these episodes where you could quite easily trim them way down and not have 8 episodes, but have 6 really good tight episodes.
Ahsoka. There was much to trim off that.
There's a few bits and pieces. Yeah, the last 2 episodes they could have brought that down, pulled in some other things. They could have had a nice 6 episode season. Yeah, I think they could have got people to the repositioning that they did in the episode 7.
Obi-Wan could have been much tighter, obviously.
Obi-Wan started off as a movie, but Disney was like, no, you need to make this as a TV show because we need to.
And clearly they did. Clearly they did.
Clearly
they did stretch that out.
Yeah,
you know, definitely padding out extra characters, etc., that were unnecessary. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's maybe been harsh, but you know, you want it to be all about Anakin and Obi-Wan.
And Obi-Wan, yeah. I mean, not everything needs an origin story.
No.
Which leads us on to. The origin
I actually thought that was before
Jabba the Hutt.
I thought that was a before and after photo the first time I saw it.
Bloody hell, Jody.
Oh my God.
Did you think that was the original guy that said, Han, my old friend?
But everybody,
the Irish actor they got in.
for everybody listening to this, it's a picture of Guillermo Del Toro and Jabba the Hutt side by side.
Guillermo.
I always get that wrong. Guillermo.
Gizmo. Just call him Gizmo.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Rise and Fall of Jabba the Hutt. You know what? I mean, if it was called The Rise and Fall of Jabba the Hutt, I think I'd watch it.
I'll tell you what, though. At least he must have got his eyes fixed, or he's got contact lenses in the second photograph. Sorry, it's not the same person. Right, okay.
It's not the same person.
I get it.
That is clearly Guillermo Del Toro, and that's clearly Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah. Okay.
Could you munch your bits a bit? Could you munch your lips a bit, please, Guillermo?
Exactly. It looks a bit stunned there, actually.
He does, yeah. That's the TIFF as well. I can recognize the Toronto City logo in the background there, and the TIFF logo there. Yeah. So he was going to do a rags to riches story for Jabba the Hutt, as he was a small slug trying to make it in a big galaxy, and became a crime overlord thing. Despite the fact that he was young Jabba. Jabba, a Star Wars story. Despite, I mean, he was born into a crime family. I mean, what else is he going to do? Was it going to be like The Sopranos?
He could get Donald Trump to play him as young Jabba, and then as he get older, obviously get bigger and bigger, and start to play golf and stuff.
Pizza the Hut.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I'd been interested to see this. I do love a bit of Mr. Del Toro. I think it'd have been interesting. It might have been pretty close.
This is a bit controversial. Not like me. But I've only ever seen one of his movies.
What one was it?
Yeah, Hellboy.
What? You're joking.
No,
You've never seen Pan's Labyrinth?
No.
Wow, you need to get.
I know it exists.
You need to stop. You need to stop watching
Adam Sandler movies.
Adam Sandler movies and get onto Del Toro movies.
Adam Sandler movies.
Listen, every time you're on here, you're talking about Adam Sandler.
Not today, I'm not.
Oh, controversial.
Yeah, I've never watched them. I've never really been an interest that. Wit.
I don't know what that was all about. I don't know what
me saying I've never seen Guillermo Del Toro.
Probably.
I mean, you know, meh.
Absolutely shocking. Anyway,
how is it shocking?
I wonder how we would attack.
Have you ever seen an Adam Sandler movie? No.
Yeah, I've seen loads. I wonder how he would have tackled this, because he's got a soft spot for a kind of creature monster movie. So
yeah,
it'd be interesting how he would have tackled it. Actually,
I'm saying yeah, but I don't know.
Well, he does. I mean, Shape of Water. That was very much a.
Was that his as well?
Obviously Hellboy as well.
Mm-hmm.
Pan's Labyrinth. Yeah, he's got a good kind of. I'm trying to think of his other Crimson. God, what was that one? Anyway, yeah, Pinocchio.
Never saw that either.
Nah.
I tried to watch it, but I was all Pinocchio'd out by the sheer stupidity that was the remake.
I was too, so I was the same.
I was done.
Yeah, I was the same. Yeah.
Anyway, it's not happening.
It's not happening.
It's not. Don't look for it. It's not happening. It's the same as Jodorowsky's Dune. It's not happening either.
No.
But we've got Denis Villeneuve's version, which is amazing, and that looks good as well. Whenever it comes back,
and David
Lynch's one, which is much aligned, and I actually think for 1984, they did a pretty good job of that.
Yeah.
And it's still watchable. I like David Lynch's Dune.
I've not seen it in a long time.
Not a big budget movie, but
quite dated, I would imagine, just now.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, all the special effects are dated. Yeah. And if you like Star Trek, Patrick Stewart's in it as well. Sting's in it.
Big womanizer, apparently, Patrick Stewart. Didn't realise that about him.
Is he? Have you not seen Extras? Where I'm driving along in my bike, and I see a girl, and all her clothes fall off. It's my mind making that happen. Have you not seen that? That's the Extras thing.
I have seen it, but I don't remember it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's got a big coming out.
He has, yeah. I heard an excerpt from it on the old TikToks, and he apparently he was like the sort of stern one on the set, and he didn't realize that's not what was done on American episodic television.
Right.
And he found out pretty quickly because Jonathan Frakes apparently said, "Patrick, you can't be like this."
Right. Might be a good read, actually.
It might be, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I read Trek Memoirs, the William Shatner one, and it was a bit of an eye opener for him as well as everybody else.
Okay.
Because he thought he was well liked, and it turned out that everybody hated him. And
No,
he was like,
really?
"Oh,
No. And now everybody loves him again.
And everyone loves him. Yeah.
The Shat.
Dreamworks is. Oh, you listen to? Oh, there you go.
Oh.
I'll tell you what I'm listening to. I'm listening to the Heir to the Empire trilogy. That's what I'm listening to. Book
Thrawn?
1 is read. Thrawn.
Hmm.
Book 1 is read by Dennis Lawson. And it's so old. How old is it? It's so old. They don't pronounce Coruscant properly. They call it Coruscant.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it's very jarring.
or have we been pronouncing it
No,
wrongly?
it's Coruscant. It's pronounced Coruscant.
See, I'm putting doubt in your mind now.
No. There was never any doubt in my mind. My young Padawan. Anyway, sad news. DreamWorks Animation. Yes, there's I can imagine there's a lot of Yorkshire. Damn it. Talking about going to Barnsley. DreamWorks Animation is laying off 70 employees. So this is the company that gave us Shrek and gave us Trolls and gave us other things as well.
Yep.
So sad news there. I'm not sure. I mean, this is hot on the heels of the fact that Trolls Band Together is coming out next month.
So is that not a Sony thing? DreamWorks Trolls? No.
No, Universal.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bit weird, isn't it? But then they've not had anything out recently. Have they?
Haven't they? Films. Filmed.
Puss in Boots. That was probably the last big one.
Yeah, Puss in Boots. That was a while
ago.
Year. That was last year.
So
that was okay.
So that was okay, but they've not exactly been busy. That's what I'm saying.
Wow, that's true. Yeah. Troll Hunters: Rise of the Titans.
Never saw it. Never even heard of it.
2021. Oh, this is film. Wait, what?
They have not
that's
been
direct
busy.
to video. Sorry, direct to video. Ruby Gilman, Teenage Kraken.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that one. I never saw it.
It got released this year, in fact. And then before that was Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Before that was The Bad Guys.
Oh, that was quite good. I can't help but think a lot of these movies are kind of predictable, though. You know, some of these animated ones. And DreamWorks were always ones to kind of come away from that and sort of do something different to Disney or
Kung Fu
whatever.
Panda 4.
Yeah. You know,
The Rise of Poe.
I don't know. And they were different to Pixar as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also Illumination as well. You know, the Despicable Me folk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Secret Life of Pets and all those other things as well.
I mean, that was just a retelling of Toy Story, really. Secret Life of Pets.
Yeah.
You know.
I never watched the first one, but I watched the second because the first one was.
First one is a retelling of Toy Story.
What's his name?
100%.
Louis C.K. was the head pet
before he was disgraced.
Yeah, and then they brought in Chris Rock, I think it was.
Yeah.
To do the voice of the lead pet, whatever the lead pet's called. Max.
I don't know.
Chum, Fido. And it was a good movie. It was okay. Yeah. It reminded me of Scooby-Doo, though.
Do you remember Open Season? Remember those movies? The big bear thing?
I never watched them.
I watched them with the kids, and I quite liked those ones.
Did Phil Collins do the soundtrack for them as well?
No, you're thinking of Brother Bear.
Brother Bear, that was
Disney
it.
one.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah.
It was the Disney one.
Right.
Yeah. That's a shame. How many people are we letting go?
70.
70 people.
Yeah. So, yeah, hopefully they'll find jobs soon.
I'm sure they will. There's plenty of work out there.
Sure, yeah.
Should be.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
In other news, the actor strike is going to shut down Walt Disney Animation.
What?
Yep. So in order to do animation, you're probably aware of this, but in order to do animation, you need voice actors. So the voice actors come in. It's true.
Wait,
what? The voice actors come in and then they read their lines.
But they're cartoon characters. What are you talking about?
Oh, Jody.
You mean there's real people behind these
real
cartoon images?
People moving behind these cartoon
I had no
3D
idea.
Animated images. Anyway, you need actors to say the lines, and then you take those recordings and then you make animations from them.
All right.
Turns out, though, if the actors are on strike, there's no need for the second step.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that the feature animation division of Walt Disney is going to be shut down. Because there's nothing
forever.
For them. Not forever. No. Oh, it's the bread.
Although you should put that as a clickbait title on this video.
Walt Disney World shuts down animation studios.
Closed for business.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Walt Disney shuts down animation studio. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. That's the clickbait title. You're right.
Yeah. Nice
You're
one.
You're very good.
Thanks very much, Lorraine. Well, that's a sucker punch. Yeah. That's even worse than. Well, is it? Is it worse?
So the funny thing is, Jennifer Lee, who is the chief creative officer, she was one of the directors of Frozen, happens to be married to Doc Ock himself, Alfred Molina.
Really?
Yes. Who is an actor.
He is an actor.
Yes, and it's his group that are striking, so that's kind of funny. Must be tense in the Molina household.
Bit awkward.
Awkward. What did you do today? I'm assuming you did nothing.
Exactly. Well, this must be affecting not just Disney animation, though. This must be affecting because they've been on strike for quite a while now. The writers have got the writers have.
They're all back.
They're all back. So,
and I'll tell you something. It's good they're back because at least I get to see John Oliver again.
All right.
Because all their late night show things were all shut down. But of course they get no guests.
All right.
Because they can't promote the movies.
So what the hell are they doing?
Because they're not allowed to do it. They're interviewing each other. It's hilarious.
Oh my god.
So Stephen Colbert was interviewing John Oliver the other night there.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow. Wonder when that will all get sorted.
I don't know. They're basically monologuing is what they're doing. They monologue.
There's not going to be a lot of films next year then for us, is there?
No.
It'll just be all A24 because they're bypassing all this somehow.
Well, they're not. So okay, they're not by. So right. Here's the deal.
They can make good films.
They were told that A24 are doing what the union want them to do. So they're getting more residuals for streaming. They're getting whatever it is that the union wanted. A24 have said, "Yep, we'll do that for you."
All right.
And so they've signed the contract, and everything's good. So those are not struck works. So if you're an actor and you're working for Annapurna or whatever, Annapura, what's the A24 company? Anyway, those guys.
Yeah.
Whatever it is you're working on, so long as it keeps the contract with what they want, what SAG-AFTRA want you to be getting, then that's okay. The big studios, however, are not. They're not signing up for this at all. So that's why everything's halted big studio-wise. But all these independent productions are pretty much all still going.
Right.
So, but how many indie productions are there? Not enough to sustain an entire city of actors. So, Anyway,
City of Stars.
City of Stars, City of Justice, City of Peace. Obviously, never been to Gotham, that's for sure. That was R. Kelly.
Indeed.
Yeah, there you go. Lee has close ties to the writer's strike. Her husband, Alfred Molina, is a member of the Actors Union that's been on a strike since July 14th. There you go. Bastille Day.
Yeah.
Coincidence? I think not.
The French do like a strike and a riot.
They do,
sure.
yes. Yep. So anyway, but not everybody is losing in all of this. The theatres obviously have some things that they need to watch. They need to get bums on seats, and they've got it from Ms. Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Do you know who else is? Do you know who else is doing a concert movie?
Beyonce.
On
After
the
the success of this, do you know how much Taylor Swift made? Now I'm saying she made because she is the distributor of this movie. So she produced it, she distributed it, she's got all the rights to it. $93 million this weekend.
Wow.
It opened this weekend. It opened on Friday the 13th. Unlucky for some, not unlucky for Taylor Swift. Yeah, 93 million she made.
That's a better opening than Black Adam, and a lot.
Yeah.
So 3 Black Adams.
Yeah,
at least.
So yeah, it's made 90. Sorry, hold on a second. News just in: 128 million worldwide. Made 96 domestic, 32 international, and 128 million. So 128 million all in this weekend.
That will get
that goes to Taylor.
Yeah, and that will get repeat viewing from the fans.
100%. Yeah. In fact, the fans have been told movie theaters are embracing Taylor Swift's Eras Tour extravaganza. They're axing the no cell phone policy because they want people to basically sort of jump up and like show selfies like they're at a concert.
Wow.
Because it creates social
idea.
media buzz.
Yep.
And they've got tour T-shirts and stuff in the foyer, all that kind of stuff. It's fantastic. Like everybody's going to make out like a bandit in this.
Do you know?
And movie theaters need this. To be honest,
I was actually thinking about that because oh God, what do you call him? The comedian Kevin Bridges here. He's doing one. The comedian Kevin Bridges. He's doing a cinema. He's doing a cinema thing. But I'm thinking to myself, I don't think the atmosphere would be as good sitting in the cinema doing that. But from what you're saying there, musically, and if you're jumping up in the seats and not jumping on the seats, but you're freely enjoying yourself and stuff, and interacting with it, then that would be good. Rather than just sitting stoically watching like you're watching a movie, No, that'd be good.
We went to this is 10 years ago now, but we went to Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yep.
They did a live show that was broadcast by satellite to movie theaters all over the place. It was someplace in Wisconsin, and we went to one in Niagara Falls, and it was Starship Troopers they were doing, and it was great. It was really good. It was a live performance of a Mystery Science Theater thing, but the difference was that they weren't actually physically in the building, but it was as live, so it was good. There was a couple of flubs and things in it. It made it eventful.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, but this is just a recording of the tour. It's not the actual tour itself.
No.
So, but
and it's not the full set apparently either. Apparently they've cut a few songs so that it's not. He's still.
Do you know why that
still
is?
Experience more stuff if you go and see it.
Do you know why that is?
No,
because then they can release the full version later on and say, "Oh, now we get the unedited version of it."
Brilliant,
and that brings people back in.
Yep,
there you go.
You're right. Director's edit.
Or there'll be like an IMAX version of it or something, an IMAX cut of it or something.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
So,
nice thinking.
Anyway, well done, Taylor. She's made 130 million.
Not bad.
Not bad for a weekend's work. And she's taken all that heat off her. But did you hear about the Jets game? So
I'm not sure.
when you googled Taylor Swift Jets, prior to last weekend, you got a story about her having 2 private jets and how this is hardly environmentally friendly.
Right.
Now, when you Google Taylor Swift jets, you get Taylor Swift seen at the Jets game.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of funny. Anyway, just a short one here, because obviously Jodie hates the fact I've put up Star Trek here, but Star Trek Prodigy was cancelled. Paramount Plus said it was the home of all things Star Trek. It is not the home of all things Star Trek because they cancelled Prodigy. However, Netflix has taken up Star Trek Prodigy, so it's going to be the new season will be out, but it will be on Netflix. So you need Netflix and Paramount Plus for all things Star Trek.
That's a bit weird,
isn't it?
Aye, that is weird.
Also in Canada, the purge is now complete. If you want Star Trek, you need to go to Paramount Plus. You can't use Crave, which is not good either, because that means you need 2 services where you just needed one before.
That's a bit strange. They're spanning two streaming services.
Yeah, it's not great.
Very, especially for the fans, because if that was Star Wars, then we'd need to subscribe to like
Netflix and
Disney
Netflix
and Paramount.
Disney. Yeah,
same thing.
Yeah, it's weird.
And I don't have Paramount.
Not great. I know. Well, I need to keep with Paramount if I want to keep watching Star Trek.
But I would get if I would get it, because obviously I would get it and then just get rid of it after I watch this content, I suppose.
Yeah, but then they get you, because then they'll have the Why Women Kill. You'll end up watching that, and then you'll find yourself knee deep in CSI Vegas. You know you will.
Cheek deep.
Gil's back. And then the biggest news this week was this one here, which is some Seattle company called Microsoft. I don't know, never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
They got the okay from the UK government to buy Activision Blizzard, and immediately bought them.
I feel as if this story's been going on and on and on as well.
It has, but there's a resolution to it.
Yeah, well, I know, but nice. It's one of those ones that's.
So they immediately released this video.
Oh.
Which is basically just Master Chief and Call of Duty and all that kind of stuff. We're all in it together, and we're all doing it for you.
Right, okay. Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that Master Chief will be going across to this Captain Price. I can't imagine Forza or anything like that going across to PlayStation, but they're saying that Call of Duty is not going to disappear from PlayStation. So
aye.
There's Bethesda as well.
That'd be. I mean, they would be hated if they did that. If Call of Duty, was exclusive.
Yeah. Massive. I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar move. They own all the clams now. So they've got Bethesda, which includes id Software. They've got Activision, which is Call of Duty. They get Blizzard, which is World of Warcraft, Diablo, all those franchise Overwatch as well, and King, which is Candy Crush.
Yeah,
it's huge. Spyro as well.
Spyro, Minecraft.
Good old Spyro.
Have you played that Starfield yet?
No.
Because it's on your Xbox, you can download it and play it on your Xbox for nothing.
I know.
Did you not play Skyrim? Did you play that?
No. So I played. What one was it? I played. Is it Elder Scrolls? Elder Scrolls, I think I played, and I dropped the key. Did I not tell you the story about this? I dropped the key. And it went under. So you had to get the key from the jailer to unlock the lock in your jail in the cell. And I dropped it, and the key rolled underneath the the door,
Mm.
and I couldn't reach it, and that was me stuck.
Oh.
That was the start of the game, and I went, "This game sucks." And so I never played it again. That was it. That was my experience with that game.
Do you think that might happen in Starfield then?
I think so. I played No Man's Sky, and
Yeah.
I found it extremely boring. And this feels like it's the same game.
Yeah, I think it is a little bit, but I think if you can invest time into it, it'll be good. But you and I aren't able to do that. Really,
no.
I
know people have sunk hours and hours into it already, but I can't. I mean, I go in there and I'm just blast about.
Yeah, what I'd heard as well, that people have put hours and hours into it and not really got that far as well.
Well, that's even worse.
Yeah, I know. It feels as if you're not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'll just stick with my Lego games.
I think so. Aye.
Do a wee mission, come back out again. Eventually, I'll finish it.
I've been playing Disco Elysium on Switch, and I play. Oh God, I've got the most difficult game I've ever played in my life. Called it's a top-down shooter. It's set in Japan.
Was it like bullet hell type shooter?
Oh man, it's like you're a cop or something. You've got to go through room to room and shoot these, but it's top down.
Oh, it's like Hotline Miami.
Yeah, but it's in Japan. Yeah.
Okay.
But the graphics are cracking. But oh man, I cannot get past the first couple of rooms. It's shocking. I'm gonna try and find it.
I'm gonna find it. Hotline Miami. No, I'm just seeing Hotline Miami. Oh wait, there's one called Tokyo 2041, which is a Hotline Miami mod.
No.
No, I can't find it.
I can quickly go and get it, the Switch, and tell you.
That's all right. It's fine. Do you know what to do?
I feel like people might want to know.
Go to Facebook, Super Kelly Brothers. Jody will put a link to it on the Super Kelly Brothers Facebook page, and that way you can find it.
All right, okay.
But I guess that leads us quite nicely into watching.
Well, we watched the Jimmy Savile Reckoning.
Did
all 4 episodes.
So, according to Wikipedia, the 4 episodes are getting released weekly, but
they're all available on iPlayer.
Right. Okay.
Right.
I wondered why I could watch it all.
Yeah.
That kind of threw me for a loop because I was like, "Oh, it's weekly," and then when on it was like in episode 4, and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, it's not finished on BBC yet, as in the weekly thing. I think they're only in episode 3, something like that. But yeah, we watched them all. Which was a hard watch.
Yeah.
Steve Coogan's brilliant in it.
Steve Coogan does a spot-on impression of Jimmy Savile. I know that there was a few times where he wasn't on screen, but you heard Jimmy Savile's voice, and I think that was Jimmy Savile's voice.
Well, there was footage of him as well.
Yeah, there was footage of him as well, which is interspersed. And it was good. It was good in a way because they had some of his victims were on talking at the start and at the end of the episodes, and I liked they kind of tied it into the actual story of Jimmy Savile. But yeah, just grim viewing, but a compelling watch though. I mean, it's just amazing that he how did no one see it?
Well, they did see it, and they just went, "Oh, it's just Jimmy being Jimmy," you know.
I know that's the thing, though, is that nobody thought it would be that bad.
Yeah, it was Jimmy being Jimmy, but then that let him get away with worse stuff because
more brazen stuff. Yeah.
Aye. So yeah,
and a lot of it seemed to be, well, no one's going to believe you because I'm Jimmy Savile and you're nobody.
I think Steve Coogan's getting a bit of a backlash for it just because he's such a hated Jimmy Savile's such a hated figure. The fact that he's did it, so he had to cancel his book signing.
What?
Yeah, he's what do you call his character? Alan Partridge book signing.
Partridge.
Thing.
Yeah.
But he's great in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Watched the Beckhams.
Did you?
Not all. I've not watched it all yet, but we're about 3 episodes in. That's quite good. Quite liking it. The rise and rise of Posh and Becks.
I couldn't get into it. I saw that it did the trailer thing for on Netflix. You know, you hover over it and then it plays like a little bit. And it was the one where she goes like, "And my dad used to take me to school."
Tell
him what he took you to school in. And I'm like, I can't listen to this.
Yeah.
And it's like
that seemed staged, that bit, didn't it? The fact that he was there going, and she was saying, "Oh, we're both working class companies,
people.
people."
No, you were right there.
They're companies now.
Companies now, yeah. David Beckham Incorporated Limited.
And then he's like, "So tell the truth in what car you get picked up."
I'm sorry. Yes, you're right, David. You and I are exactly the same. How many football clubs do I own to yours? That's right. I own none football clubs, and you own one.
Yeah. Does he own the LA whatever's?
No, it's Inter Miami. He owns.
Oh, in Miami.
Yeah. They signed Messi recently.
Yeah,
who's now injured. But
all right, good. That's some signing.
Yeah.
Pentaveret. Watched the Pentaveret again.
Oh, did you? You liked it.
I loved it the first time. Loved it even more the second time.
There you go
then. Brilliant show. Loved it. Mike Myers.
Do you know? I thought it was okay, but I loved the bit at the end.
Yeah.
Anyways,
with the
actual guy.
Newsreader guy. Yeah.
I just thought it was this nice little love story that they tagged on at the very end. I was like, oh.
No, I must admit, I liked it even more the second time round. I really did.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching it with Danny as well, so it's kind of.
I thought we'd seen the jokes before. That's kind of what I was thinking.
He's got kind of these jokes that he does that are kind of. God, I'm trying to think of an example. It's like, how dare you fart before me? And he's like, "Oh, I didn't realize it was your turn." That type of, and
that
type of tacky dad joke,
Yeah, a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, just dad jokes, really,
Yeah.
Reptile, I've not.
Aye.
But solid performances. So far, good. But I'm watching it myself, so it's like kind of when I can.
In bits and pieces, yeah.
Halfway through it. It seems quite good. Saw a film today called. Oh my god!
The Forgetful One.
Honestly, called Pearl.
Oh yeah, Sam really likes that movie.
Oh, it's amazing! It's brilliant. It's Mia Goth is in it, and I don't really know anybody else that's in it. My God, it's so original. It's like The Wizard of Oz mixed with Carrie. It's and it's like set in 1918, the kind of First World War, and this girl Pearl that lives with her mum and dad, and her husband's going to war type thing, and she is messed up, but she lives in this kind of fantasy kind of in her head that everything's like a Hollywood musical type almost. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant, dead original. Loved it. She's great in it as well, Mia Goth.
Yeah,
I didn't realise she was as good as she is actually. It's really, really good. And we obviously watched Loki as well.
Yep.
Episode 2.
Loki. Yeah.
Which was another enjoyable episode. Kind of, I'd say you need to really concentrate on it to and it's not revealing everything as well. So it's kind of
No.
like, should we know about that? Or it's one of those ones. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Still,
you recognise that the guy that was the film star was the guy from the start, was the guy from the first episode who tried to stick him
from the first.
He was
episode.
Hunter XB or whatever.
See, that's what I didn't know that. Yeah. No, I didn't. As in the first episode of the second season.
Yeah.
No, I didn't actually. I wondered who. I didn't see the connection there at all. No.
Yeah.
Right, I get you. That was one of the confusing bits. And none of us got that. We're all like,
did you like the title of the episode?
Aye.
Breaking Brad.
Breaking Brad, yeah.
Because they were interrogating him.
Yes. But they were good bits, those bits.
Those were great bits as well. Yeah. Like, what does this button do? Oh!
Yeah. Oh, that was scary. I would not like that kind of talk.
Oh, no. The special effects in that were really good as well. It was very similar to the kind of and we were talking about earlier on the David Lean. David Lynch.
Aye, when they do
the block thing. Yeah.
Aye.
Because it's got kind of cracks down the side of it and stuff.
That was hand animated.
In June. Yes, I don't think it was hand animated in Loki.
No.
But it looked really good because it's got all the kind of scratch marks down the side of it. It feels like it feels like it's a physical thing rather than it being like a force field or something.
Yep. I really enjoyed that episode actually. I should have paid attention to who that guy was, but that was the bit that was kind of we were all kind of going, "Who is this guy?" It's cool. And I think that was maybe me.
We watched. I watched The Reckoning myself because Henry was like, I don't want to watch that.
I'm not surprised actually.
Yeah. So I watched it kind of through the week, in bits and pieces. I watched The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar, which is
God, I keep forgetting to say about these. I've watched them all.
Oh, have you? Okay, so you watched Snow?
I watched them all. There's Poison, The Ratcatcher, Henry Sugar, and I think there's another one.
Yeah. Because they're all a collection of short stories.
Yeah.
Called The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar and Other Stories.
Yeah.
Written by Roald Dahl, and it's narrated by, well, the one I watched was narrated by Ralph Fiennes, who plays Roald Dahl in it. And it starts off with he's in his potting shed writing a book, and Benedict Cumberbatch is in it, and so on. I really liked it. It was good.
I loved them.
Ben Kingsley's in it as well. With his hair in his ears. And Richard Ayoade as well.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
And in fact, he's in a couple of them because I saw a clip from another one where they were in a maze or something.
Jarvis Coker's in one of them as well.
Is he? Good grief.
Yeah.
It feels like a stage play. It feels like you're watching a stage play. But again, that's kind of any Wes Anderson one where you're looking straight on to the action. Yeah, really nice. Great cinematography.
Yeah, brilliant. Really inventive.
Amazing. Really good. Yeah, it was really good. Finished off What We Do in the Shadows. We blasted that. I think it came out like a week and a half ago or something like that. We watched it to death. And now we have nothing to watch. So What We Do in the Shadows season 5. That was us. We just finished it. So another great season. Do you watch What We Do in the Shadows?
I do, but I'm only kind of 2 seasons in, I think.
Okay.
I'm not like we kind of we watched it and then blasted, like you kind of say, and then we kind of thought, right, we've watched loads of that. But we've never went back to it, so we need to kind of go back to it.
Are you watching Gen V by any chance?
I've watched the first episode.
So I'm in episode 5 just now.
But it's weekend. Really it's weekly.
It's weekly. Yeah.
I love the first. I love the first episode.
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant.
I loved the first episode. I was like, oh great. Now I need to wait to next week to watch, and I'd forgotten it was like 4 episodes in.
Yeah.
For me, and so the 5th one was the first one I had to actually wait a week for. I was like,
all right, okay.
But it was worth the wait. Episode 5 was great.
Good.
They do the puppet thing again.
Puppet thing.
Yeah, where they do like a killing scene with puppets.
All right.
They like rip guts out of it and stuff. It was great. It was a beautifully choreographed thing.
Yeah.
Invasion from Apple TV, that's coming together quite nicely. All the stories are kind of dovetailing into one now, so that's quite nice. What else did I watch? I mentioned it a few weeks ago, but we finished it. Painkiller with Matthew Broderick, about the story about oxycodone, oxycodone, OxyContin. Sorry. What a despicable person! just the worst human being.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, just a horrible man.
Wow.
And the guy that he plays is pretty bad as well.
Boom.
Yeah, just the worst. He lives in this massive big house, empty house by himself. Just that's the idea. Is it just shows how selfish he is. And it does a great job of showing how selfish he is. Just that one thing. But do you know who's in it? Who plays his great uncle? Is who appears as like a kind of ghost throughout it? Is Agent Coulson from Marvel movies. He's excellent in it as well. He's really good. And then the last thing I watched was, or I'm still watching, I haven't finished it yet, is Big Vape.
Oh, I want to see that as well. Yeah.
What did they think? They thought they were thought they were changing the world, but they weren't really. They were just making a more efficient way to addict people. Just
people are well. It was supposed to be a replacement.
Get off cigarettes.
Get off cigarettes.
Yeah.
But now the kids are starting to do it. You know, because it's cool.
Yeah. Sam said that when she was
created a new cool thing.
Yeah. So when she was in high school, which is 4 years ago, she said that, which was kind of the height of the vape thing. It's all marijuana now in Canada because cannabis is legal. But it was the height of the vape thing, and she would see kids, and they would always be in their bags during class, and they would take a wee schnifter and then blow into the bag during class. And apparently, one of these capsule things is the equivalent of smoking 20 cigarettes, and some of these kids were on basically three of these a day. That's 3 packs of cigarettes a day.
Wow.
That's nuts. I mean, you're basically supposed to, like, one puff is like effectively a cigarette then. And these kids
have you seen those ones that I've seen, like guys going on the, you know?
Oh, and it's like this.
It's like a steam train coming out.
It's like this thing.
Aye, and it's like plumes of smoke.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I can't stand those things. Like, if you want to know how COVID spread so quickly, look no further. Because you see these big, massive plumes of smoke, you're going like, that was in your lungs.
I know.
And now you're blowing it out, and now it's
nuts.
in my face.
It's crazy.
Anyway, it's a fascinating documentary. The weird thing is they got a bunch of smokers as employees of the company, and that was kind of the big thing, was like, we're going to get you guys off of cigarettes, and then they eventually, well, I won't spoil it, but yeah.
Don't spoil it. I'm going to watch it.
It's a good documentary. Another good documentary from Netflix.
Good.
They're pretty good at documentaries.
Yeah.
Although I know that they basically buy the documentaries, and they're not the ones that they're eventually paying for them, but they're not commissioning them. And then our Friday night movie was From Russia with Love, the old James Bond movie.
You can back over the James Bond ones again.
Second outing. Just fancying it.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
Dated.
It's a favorite movie, but it's a favorite James Bond movie. But I don't know, a Goldfinger for me.
Is it dated though? Must be.
Dated. No, not really. No, it's pretty. You can imagine Daniel Craig in the part. What's interesting though is that the bad guy in it, played by Robert Shaw, who went on to play Quinn in Jaws. he dyed his hair blonde for that, and apparently Rutger Hauer, who played...
I just realised that was Robert Shaw playing that.
Yeah, that's Robert
I didn't realise.
Yeah.
Wow.
Red, he's called.
Wow.
He based Roy Batty on that character.
Right.
There you go. And it was also his favourite James Bond film as well.
I read a story today, and I forgot to share it, that Chris Nolan is wanting to do James. You know how that's his ultimate thing is James Bond, and he wants to do an archive James Bond, like going back to the kind of the sort of Russia with Love era.
Oh yeah, okay.
Instead of like a modern, he wants to kind of
with Smersh and Spectre.
He wants to go kind of OG Bond.
Yeah, I kind of wish I kind of wish they'd let that simmer a little bit more, the whole Spectre stuff, because they were trying to bring it in, I felt, for Daniel Craig, but they kind of rushed through the whole story of it.
You watched the last one, didn't you?
Going on. I watched them all.
You watched them all, yeah.
Yep.
I really enjoyed Daniel Craig's because it was more of a kind of throughway. There was a proper it was a proper season.
There was an arc through it, yeah.
Yeah. You could enjoy it in that way, or enjoy it as separate films if you wanted.
Separate films, yeah.
But you get more out of it if you enjoyed it after seeing them all.
Yeah.
In sequence.
I like them all. James Bond for me will always be Sean Connery though. He just was the original and the best. And Roger Moore is pretty unwatchable. Roger Moore. He's too old.
Who's your top? What would be your top then? Top five or top four? Top five?
Probably. It is actually kind of difficult, but I mean, Sean Connery would be number one. Number two, I really like Timothy Dalton in his second movie, and I think if he did,
said that.
If they'd have kept him on as James Bond, I think he might have been better than Sean Connery.
Did he only do two?
He only did two, and he should have done GoldenEye, but the studio faffed around so much that by the end of it, he's like, "I'm too old for this now. I can't do James Bond." So that's when they got Pierce Brosnan in to do James Bond. So I would say, I think it's Living Daylights is the second one.
Yeah.
I would say Living Daylights, Timothy Dalton for me. It's a pretty good story as well. And I felt like he was more comfortable in the part. He's a bit misogynistic in the first one and just kind of downright not nice. Whereas in the second one, he's a wee bit more eased into the role, I think. And then Pierce Brosnan, Daniel Craig, Roger Moore, and then
George Roger down.
Yeah, I wouldn't rate him that highly. He had some of the better movies, but he's just not great in it. And by the end of like A View to a Kill, he was basically phoning it in.
Yeah,
like the bit at the end where he's riding the back of the fire truck. It's laughable. It's not good.
No,
not good at all.
It was of its time, though. I think. I suppose.
Yeah, that's true.
They were trying to compete with Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff like that at that point.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, and he knew he was way too old for that. I mean, he'd got a facelift and all that kind of stuff to sort of try and stay. Like he knew he wasn't right for the role, but they wanted to keep him going because his last couple of movies did really well. But and Moonraker is a terrible movie. Moonraker the book is good. Moonraker the movie, they should have made the book. The book was a better movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, and that's it. That's all. That's all I got. I don't know why.
That's all by Genesis from Apple Music.
Is it? Alexa, stop.
Jeez. That's because you said that.
I said that, and that's all.
But you never said. You never said the A word.
I think the Echo thought I'd said Echo.
All right.
Do something.
Anyway, let's.
Anyhow, let's end on a high note. if you like this, don't forget to hit the old like button and share on social media. It really does help the channel out. And if you want timely reminders when we put something new up, then hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and YouTube will let you know. We currently have shows that are live on Sundays and on Thursdays. So our Thursday is our watch along party with Loki, and we'll be watching Loki episode 2 next Thursday. So hopefully you can join us. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and we will catch you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Cheers, guys.